Well, the press conference just ended. And then so they just talked everything about the Gear S2. If anything, everything that they talked about was actually on their website. So if you actually already went on their website and looked over the device, you pretty much know everything about the device that they talked about. But let's go ahead and discuss my reactions and my thoughts on the device. So I already had a lot of people on the live stream. A couple of you have already said that you guys don't like the design. I personally don't either. I'm just in general not a fan of the circle design. So let's just say that now. That's what they went with. The new Gear S2 line is purely just circle designs. They went away with the rectangular screens. But the thing is, the way I'm looking at it is they did that to make way to get the bezel functionality out of it. So and with the bezel, if those of you don't know what it is, on like old watches, the chronograph watches, you can actually turn the bezel around to. I never really used it for any reason. It was like a compass. They can just dial around and it clicked around. And so it looks like they designed it around that. So they didn't just simply make so I gotta give them this. They didn't simply just make a circle design for the purposes of making it circular. They actually added a functionality to it. And after seeing it live and seeing the demos happen, I can actually agree with them on that aspect, because you can't really have a round bezel on the Gear S2. And a lot of the things that they were talking about, the whole interactions with the device using your touchscreen, it works and everything. And even the little crown, the little jab at Apple, using that to zoom in and out, it's still a it's not a learned function that we're used with, especially for people who've already worn watches. It's not the way a lot of people use it. And I can see how using the circle bezel would be easier. And I personally think, okay, like it will work. I agree with it. Do I still agree with the design language? No. And I already have a lot of people already continuing to say that they prefer the square Gear S, because to be honest, I think this looks better still. And I think a lot of you will agree with me. This looks a lot better. It looks more modern. It looks more futuristic than the circle design. The circle design it's still fitting the whole old school classic way of looking. I mean, the fact that they called the Gear S2 Classic that name, it just shows you what that design language really speaks to. But once again, I'll give them credit for even though they went with that direction, they added functionality to it. So it's okay. But other things I want to talk about too is it looks like they've, at least I gotta give them credit too, they've doubled down on the app development. So it looks like they're offering a lot more watch faces than they did with the first Gear S and the previous Gear devices. They have a lot more app developers and a lot more major companies on board with their device and everything. So that is good to see. But even with all that support and with that increased development community, hopefully that they market this device well. I mean, to be honest, I still prefer this watch over the Apple Watch. And if we're talking circular designs, I actually like this over the Urbane, the Moto 360, and even the new Moto 360 and the HTC. Yes, they've all started adding the 3G functionality to it, but this new watch actually, continues that trend from the last Gear S. But as well as they make it built-in, so you guys don't have to worry about removing the SIM card or anything like that, or making sure it's working. It's going to come with a compatible SIM card that you just pretty much simply call your provider, and it works. So I'm going to give them that credit. Another thing they talked about, which was a lot of complaints that I received on my channel about the Gear S, is that it wasn't compatible with a lot of Android devices out there. And a lot of people pretty much were questioning why the hell would they do that. And a lot of people want to get the Gear S, but they didn't have a Samsung phone, so they felt restricted. But now they announced that the new Gear S2 will be compatible with the other Android phones. I mean, there's a whole compatibility list on their website and everything, but that's a good sign. That I'm kind of confused to see if whether this is actually an Android Wear or a Tizen OS. I gotta look up that. But I'm glad that they opened it up, because then now anyone can get this watch. And I'm actually secretly hoping that they did this, that the update is going to be similar with the normal Gear S, the Gear 2, Gear 2 Neo, and Gear Fit. Because I don't know, I didn't see the pricing of these devices, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people still won't want to drop that much money on the newer tech. And if anything, they might be perfectly happy with the original Gear 2 or the Gear S. So making those compatible with the other Android phones will be a big plus on their end. And if anything, if they allow that, you pretty much have a huge line of smartwatches to choose from Samsung. And I'll put it this way, the Gear S2 is still going to be a relevant watch in my opinion, because it's still better than the other ones out there. But I know I'm gonna go back and forth on this, because this is just literally a raw reaction. I'm reacting this live, so people are seeing this, and I'm just, so this is non-scripted, guys. So please don't troll me about this not being scripted. But I'm going to talk about the materials too. So they made it non-aluminum, but they made it a stainless steel, a strong stainless steel, according to them. So it looks like I really want to see that. I just hope that it's not too heavy. Because what metal means, because metal compared to the hard plastics, it's going to be heavier. So I'm hoping it's not too heavy, because what I liked about the Gear S, it's light. I rarely feel it all the time. So hopefully we'll go ahead and do that. So I just got a live comment here. Hello, PX Tech. I feel really bad for you, because it feels you quit your job to be a full-time YouTube or what, and you don't get much reviews, and your whole life is basically a failure. Well, good for you, buddy. Well, thanks for coming on and saying that. Wow, you took your time to do that. Congratulations. You can go on with the rest of your life, buddy. No, but seriously, let's see. Let me see another comment here. Well, no pricing means too damn expensive. That might be true. Sebastian, they should do this to make designs similar to bracelet with square screen and bigger battery built in the bracelet. Well, hopefully the built-in battery is really good, I think. I mean, hopefully it lasts long. Sorry, that comment really threw me off all of a sudden. Well, pretty much put it this way, dude. I bet you're the guy leaving me the thumbs down on my videos. Well, wow. Well, oh man. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. This guy, Lucas Kiewicz. Sorry, but I actually love you, Studios. I hope you put. What are you trying to say, dude? Are you calling me a failure, or what are you trying to do here? You're interrupting my live stream for some stupid comment. If you actually follow my videos, you would realize that I've just opened up a new business, and my hours have been pouring into this to make sure the business runs well. And if you haven't noticed, I'm slowly getting back into posting videos for everyone. So, thank you very much for actually following my videos and understanding what I've been going through here. So, I will be posting more. Jeez. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry. This is live. This is live. This is raw. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. This is what's happening. But overall, guys, forget it. I'm actually personally thinking that this watch is not a backward step as I originally thought it was. It is definitely moving forward, I think. If you looked at it, I like the fact that they're offering a classic for those people who want a classic design. If anything, this watch is really catering to a lot more people, because not only is it catering to more Android users, but the people who want to get better bands, people who want to get different bands, as well as the sports people. So they offer the one with the sports band. So hopefully, these hopefully the bands aren't as expensive as I'm thinking they're gonna be, because it looks like they talked about designer bands and everything. So you know what, guys? Overall, I think that they're gonna be offering a lot more customization options than Apple will be. At the same time the other companies are, and hopefully at a better competitive price. So I'm hoping price-wise, they haven't officially announced this. So my goal is if the 3G model is priced at around $300, I think that's a good price for it. As for the Bluetooth version, I think it should be anywhere between $200 to $250. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be any more than that, in my opinion. And on top of that, I hope that they continue the trend of putting a built-in memory. I don't think they discussed that at all. So hopefully that they added it in. But overall, guys, I think I discussed this during my podcast. It may not be to my liking. I don't really like the design, but I can kind of see the usefulness of using that bezel. So I will go ahead and start. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait. Someone's just commented here. I would say it's more of a step backwards. With Gear S, they went far in the future, but now they're on the same level like Moto and the other Circle watches. I sort of agree with you there. In design language, I feel like they went backwards. But in terms of, at least when they went to the circular design, they didn't just make it I'm hoping this isn't it, but they didn't just make it a circle design for the sheer fact that the other companies were doing it. They made a circle design with the intention of putting in that circle bezel. Because to be honest, I like that I like the functionality of that circle bezel. I actually kind of wish that now that I saw the use of it, kind of wish the Gear S has something similar, and they could do it, something that goes around square design. That would have been cool. But at the end of the day, I think I will pick it up. Just for the sheer fact, it's still significantly better than the Apple Watch in my opinion. It does look boring, Blazing Geek. I completely agree with you there. It looks a bit boring. It looks like old tech. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to pick it up, try it out for a week. If we don't like it, we just go ahead and return it. You know, that's the beauty of return policies these days. So I am going to give it a try. And if I end up liking it, which I'm still hoping, I said this during my live podcast that I will give away my Samsung Gear S, the watch that really, the watch that really started off this channel. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, and remember, I gave 2 conditions. If I like the Gear S2 and we reach over 9,000 subscribers, for my 9,000 subscriber giveaway, I will give away my Gear S. So I did a Gear S giveaway earlier this year, if you guys remember, and a lady in I think the Netherlands won. And so and this time around, I'm gonna give it. What do you mean? Whoa! Someone's saying don't do it. I hope we all have the new app on our Gear S. Don't do it. But Brian Dubos, once again, I have to like the Gear S2. I am going to be very strict on the device. I have a lot of criteria in my mind that I want it to pass. So if it doesn't pass all those, I'm simply just going to return it because I'm actually pretty strapped on cash, on my opinion. So we'll have to wait on that. And if anything, too, I don't think we're going to hit 9,000 subscribers anytime soon. So we'll do that. Andrew, that tells a lot. That tells you a lot. Your Gear S started it all. Don't give it away. I think I might get it only because it's a standalone. Well, Leonard, the Gear S is a standalone device too, man. I use mine away from home all the time. My opinion on the watch is I don't think Samsung should have made a round watch. I think the Moto 60 was original and pure. Let me see here. Well, no, because the Moto 360 was a circle for a gimmick, in my opinion, and it really didn't have any functionality, to be honest. So, I mean, this is the first round watch that really actually adds a functionality to the circle screen. It wasn't just because of show or it looked classic. They actually added a real functionality to the circle. So I think that's the emphasis that they're putting on this new UI interface. But on top of that, I really hope that they still release more app support and a new UI for the original Gear S because it needs it. I mean, I'm perfectly happy with it because it does all the basic things I need just fine. And you guys watch all my reviews on it. And I love this thing. But for the other people out there who are still on the fence about these devices, now they have 2 legitimate devices they can choose from. The original classic Gear S or the Gear S2 now. And so if they're going to leave it that way, I really hope that they continue to support the new Gear S. I mean, the old Gear S. That's what I meant. And why don't they put a camera? I don't know. They have the real estate. I don't know why they didn't. But hey, you know what, guys? That's what the Gear 2 is for. The Gear 2 is still an expensive watch because it's still a beast of a watch, guys. So if you guys don't really realize, a lot of the tech that they put out there, the Gear 2, Gear 2 Neo, and even the Gear Fit and the Gear S, they're all still relevant to this date, even 2 years later, because they made a really good quality product. So you may actually want to consider getting one of those back. So we'll do that. And so before I go off tangently, I'm going to just bring it back home. Yes, when I get the Gear S2, I will do a tech durability test only if I feel like it can survive it. Because when I get it, because I'll put it this way, when I got the Urbane, I wanted to do the same thing, but I didn't want to because I didn't feel comfortable doing it. Yes, the metal design is strong and everything, but metal gets scratched up a lot easier than the hard plastic does. It can crack. There can be a lot more blemishes on the top. It impacts a lot harder. And so I didn't feel comfortable doing it. So when I get the device, I will wear it for a solid week and a half, and just see how it feels. Because at the end of the day, I may feel like it's not worth doing the durability test because I don't feel like it can survive it. At the same time, I won't be doing those tests if I have the intention of returning it. So I can't return it in horrible conditions. So I gotta make sure it works when I return the device to whichever company I get. But I'm hoping for the best, guys. We'll see. So I'm going to be holding off upgrading my phone. I will wait for this watch to come out. I'll test it out. We'll see how it goes, and then if you guys see more feature videos on it, you'll see if I liked it. And just look out if I'm actually gonna give away my Gear S here. So we'll say here. So we'll see, guys. What do you guys think? I'm gonna end it right here, guys. So do you guys like the device? This is both for the live commenters as well as the people watching this post. Did you guys like this device? What do you guys think of it? Do you like the circle design? Do you not like it? Do you actually like the bezel functionality that they added? For those of you who have non-Samsung phones, are you happy that Samsung is finally coming to your way and finally giving you guys connectivity for the devices? So I just want to hear you guys' overall thought. And number two, do you think, let's start taking bets on the comment boards. So this is this cutout portion. Do you think I might end up liking the Gear S2, or do you think that I won't like it? On top of that, do you think I will end up thinking that the Gear S2 will be durable enough to survive my patented durability test? Chocolate syrup, rocks, screwdrivers, knives, dryer machines, 2-story drop. Do you think it will survive all that? Because I didn't feel like the Urbane or any of them would, because of just how sturdy the watch was. The Gear S, man, here, we're doing it live again. Do it live. I feel comfortable throwing it. I don't mind throwing my watch around. Look, I'll throw it again. Look, this thing can take a beating, folks. And there's a reason why I love this thing so much. So we'll just see. We'll just have to wait and see. I know everyone is torn kind of down the middle on this device, so we'll just have to wait and see for that. So for those of you who joined the live stream to watch my just live reaction and just watching the press event together, thank you for tuning in, guys. For those of you who joined me afterwards to just hear my thoughts on it, thank you so much. And for those of you watching the edited clip version of this, thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, so please don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, and if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because this channel will start ramping up really soon with different types of videos, and I hope you guys like them. So until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.